I'm gonna get 21 tattooed on my leg today for Kyle Freeland. I lost a bet 3 years ago. I have to get his number on my leg.
21. So this one's really gonna hurt. It's gonna be grueling, it's gonna take forever.
We met in 2019 in spring training. I'm told, make content. Why don't we do rock, paper, scissors, best out of 7 with every guy that I've got in my phone book. Kyle was probably like the first or second one that I did. So I was like, all right, if I beat you, I get to pick your walkout song. And he's like, if I beat you, you have to get my number tattooed on your ass. So I'm getting his 21, but it looks like Z1. We're gonna tattoo on my leg so that we can film it. He was nice enough to barter with me here. So my fear is not getting the tattoo. My fear is that he's like the first one to actually be like, hey, you never did what you said you were gonna do.
It's gonna be a chain reaction.
So now it's just gonna spiral. There's another tattoo bet that I lost. So I'm hoping that he doesn't see that. I'm not saying. So like right there? Yeah. I've never shaved my leg before.
Sit down.
Sit down. Kyle Freeland. What are you feeling right now? Never mind what I'm feeling. Like,
I have pure excitement. This is 3 years in the making, and finally able to get back out to Boston and get this thing done.
When the schedule came out, did you see like Boston on the schedule and you were just ready to roll?
Yeah. You gonna be in Boston? Yeah, sure am. I'm gonna come to your game. All right, let's find a tattoo shop.
I started the shop by myself in late 2006. We got 9 tattoo artists and 10 barbers downstairs. We got a lot of athletes coming in. The whole vibe of my shop is like nostalgia. I'm hoping that Boston Barber Tattoo will be a staple of the North End for years to come.
How many guys on the team know about this?
Pretty much every single one of them know.
Okay. I was surprised at how many players on the Rockies knew who I was. Like a bunch of guys came up and like introduced themselves yesterday, which you'll get that here and there, but we filmed the podcast before I came over here, and my closing thought was how friendly the Colorado Rockies are. I was like, everyone came, hey, nice to meet you, like blah, blah, blah. Pierce Johnson. Pierce Johnson, he grew up a Rockies fan?
Yeah, born and raised in Colorado.
What's the deal with everyone growing up in Denver and playing for the Rockies?
I think that's part of our GM's formula that he's trying out of bringing hometown guys back, mostly pitchers, and trying to slot that in and see how that works.
So that's intentional.
Yeah, I believe so.
That's crazy. Just like if you're from Denver, we have a place for you on the Rockies.
Yeah. Me, Lucas Gilbreth,
Johnson.
Ty Block is in AAA, but yeah, all 4 of us born and raised in Denver.
I love that. Yeah. So you're a Nuggets fan. Are you one of those guys where it's like I'm good at a sport, but I love this sport more? There's a lot like Keith Folk was obviously a great pitcher for the Red Sox, the A's, whatever, but he was diehard hockey fan. Would you put basketball in terms of like I care about it?
No. I love Avs, Nuggets, Broncos. Avs, Nuggets, Broncos, like huge fans of them. Obviously, Avs won the Cup last year, Nuggets finals this year. Yeah. Massive fans. If I were to, I obviously love baseball to death, but I probably love golf more.
Golf.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would say I only care about baseball.
I could probably say that's probably true for you.
Yeah, as I get this Z1 tattooed on my leg, this is oddly enough not the first time that I've done an interview while getting tattooed. It is the first time that I'm sitting with the person that I'm getting the tattoo for. I have like most of my not most, but like this whole sleeve, there's a lot of it where I let other people pick what they wanted. I also think that like when you get tattoos for someone, a lot of people get them for people after they die. What's the point of that? Like, it's like, do you have any tattoos for people?
I got tattoos for my wife.
See, she's still alive to
Still
appreciate
alive.
that.
I mean, I got like a sword for a wedding, like my tattoo wedding band. We got this one together in Amsterdam. She has the exact same one. She's got a little snake as well on her arm. Favorite flower is sunflower.
What is up with girls and sunflowers? Because that's now the third girl I know of where it's like the sunflower is their thing.
I think they all just choose a flower.
Yeah, and that's their
stick with
thing.
it,
Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, I got a bunch of tattoos that are in other people's handwriting. This is your handwriting. So I am working on my legs now. The goal is to have it be a common occurrence where I start wearing shorts again. So people will ask about this, but what do you hope I say when people are like, what is that tattoo?
I mean, obviously the story is going to be shared.
It is.
I mean, if you start wearing shorts more often, people are going to be like, what is that random ass letter number on your leg for? And you're like, well, you follow baseball.
Yeah.
There's this guy, Kyle Freeland, pitches for the Rockies. And I lost a bet.
I did lose a bet, and I'm here paying it off. I'm happy that, this is not my first leg tattoo either. So this guy has me leaning on his kitchen table, balancing on one leg with my right leg kicked out, getting a tattoo for the first time. As I'm getting this right now, I was a little bit concerned about how a thigh tattoo would feel. Not bad.
Nothing.
What's the worst spot for you?
Me was probably mostly elbow, when they did a snowflake on the elbow, and then any part, like bone on the inside of the elbow, inside the bicep was terrible. The bones right on the wrist was not fun. Yeah, and any shading on bone, not fun. Fans in the house.
Come on over, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't want it on your behind?
We wanted to be able to put it on television. Do you have a sunflower tattoo?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Well, it's not safe.
It's not safe for
for
TV.
right now. Also not safe for TV. Just this side of it.
How many tattoos do you have for Kyle total?
The mountains are in Amsterdam. 1, 2. The boy's initials 3. The snake 4.
Fred?
Oh,
It has a name?
Hers is Fred, mine's Frank.
Oh.
Right here. Oh, the F on my neck. 6. Yeah.
Are these just tattoos in general? Those are all like couples tattoos.
Yeah.
That we came up to, because the Amsterdam one, we both wanted to get tattoos over in Amsterdam. And this is something that I thought of that I wanted to do, and she did the same exact thing with me.
Do you have a favorite tattoo?
Yeah, I do actually. That's my punch ticket of my debut.
Oh.
040717.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where was it?
I did the home opener in 2017 at Coors.
Got it. Okay. How was the WBC experience?
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
The camaraderie and the passion that you see come out from players and teams that you don't see on a big league field every single day.
Yeah.
Really until you're into, deep into playoffs where it's like, we're trying to do this whole thing. This is over the course of, 2.5 weeks, and you're representing your country, and it's mayhem, and it was the most fun I've ever had playing baseball, and I got to do it with the best in the world.
Was there anyone that played in it before that you sought out their opinion on it before you agreed to do it, or was the opportunity just there and you were like, I'm 100% in?
The opportunity was there, and I was like, I want to do this. I spoke to Nolan about it. He was one of those guys that was like me, I'm back in, I'm doing this again, just because of how much fun he had the first time. Obviously, they won it, was that 2018, 17,
yeah.
Once in a lifetime opportunities. Hopefully, I get invited back again. I feel like pitched well enough to maybe get an invite back, but if I don't, I have that on my resume for the rest of my life.
For sure. What would you say to the next pool of WBC talent for USA if they're hesitant because I don't want to get hurt or I'm not ready to throw competitive pitches this early? What would you say to those guys?
I understand that, every guy that says yes or no has their reasons as to why they're doing it.
Sure.
And the guys who say no, who are in that upper echelon of whether it's position player, pitcher, whatever. Obviously, it's mostly on the pitching side just because of the buildup we have to go through. They all have their reasons, whether, they're going into a free agent year, they're coming off injury, maybe their team spoke to them, maybe, they just don't feel like playing in the WBC. They all have their reasons, and you can't knock them for it because at the end of the day, they are big league baseball players, and they have, you know, a true reason as to why they don't want to participate. But, you know, like I was telling you, being able to represent your country and see that kind of atmosphere on a day-to-day basis is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Well, talking about experiences unlike any other, you get to make your big league debut for your hometown Rockies and then sign an extension to stay with your hometown team. What was that night like when you put pen to paper and it's like, this is a done deal, this is where I'm gonna be?
It was pretty crazy. We had been in talks with them through spring training, and then the season started and kind of went into a lull. Finally, we were able to, you know, get down to very close numbers, and were able to get it out. And Ashley was actually in Arizona with our dogs, and I was in Denver by myself. Deal came in, Bill Schmidt gave me a call, congratulated me, and then called my parents, FaceTime them, and Mom picks up, and I said, hey Mom, is Dad home? You know, gotta tell you guys something. Okay, I'm gonna be a Rocky for at least the next 5 years. I'm gonna sign an extension starting tomorrow. And my mom goes, oh, that's great. Later come to find out, she thought that me and my wife were having a child.
What the heck?
Like, nope, I'm like, nope, sign the extension. You know, one of those like funny moments, like mother moments of like, oh, like I thought you were calling to let me know I'm gonna be a grandmother.
Yeah. So you're gonna be a Rocky for the next 5 years. I'm gonna have this tattoo for the rest of my life,
Yep.
which is, I'm happy about that.
Just wait till he changes his number.
You know what? But this will always be his first.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually, it's my second number.
What was your first?
My rookie year, I was 31.
But I'm glad that you're 21 now. Like, we've got a lot of parallels with 21.
Yeah.
I had mentioned, you know, nickname the Rocket, Roger Clemens, 21, and my sister, who in content I say is my adopted sister, she's my biological sister. Her birthday's on the 21st. There's a triple meaning there, and now it's gonna be my favorite baseball story. How's it look?
Wait, did you draw the 21?
He did.
I was like, that looks like your handwriting.
Yeah.
I got terrible handwriting.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Z1.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Bet paid, and I feel like you should be thanking me. Why am I thanking you?
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for paying your bet.
You're welcome.